Hey guys, Miss Pasenka here. So in geometry and in all math, really, we have these things called postulates. Postulates are an accepted statement of fact, a statement that is assumed to be true. So sometimes these are also called axioms. We will probably just call them postulates. So basically in math, you have, things that are assumed to be true. Like in Algebra 2, if you have had that class already, when you have a line, you have 2 points through that line, right? Or when we are graphing something, we have to graph our 2 points and then we draw a line through those 2 points because we have, y equals mx plus b formula. Postulates are used in math when we believe something is true without the proof. So, really smart people lots of years ago figured out these things with some kind of crazy math, and they created these things called postulates. So for this unit, we will have a couple postulates, and I'll go through them, as they come up. So postulate number 1 would be through any 2 points, there is exactly one line. So if you see, here's A, here's B, there is one line through those 2 points, okay? So if you were to draw, if you had a plane and you had A, B, and C, and none of them had lines through them, you could technically, sorry, that is not perfect, but you could technically say there's a line through A and C, there's a line through C and B, okay? So that's our first postulate. The second one, if 2 distinct lines intersect, then they intersect in exactly 1 point. So if I have, line AB, and then I have line CD, these are all going to, or these two are going to intersect in this middle point here, which we will call E. Okay? They can't intersect in 2 points because that just wouldn't make any sense. Like, how would it intersect in 2 points? Would you, cross it? Then it wouldn't be a line. So 2 distinct lines intersect in exactly 1 point. We just assume that. Postulate number 3, if 2 distinct planes intersect, then they intersect in exactly 1 line. So I'm going to be honest with you here. This is going to be a little hard for me to draw. So if we have, this plane here, and then we have, this plane here, they intersect in exactly 1 line. So that line would be right here. Sorry, that's really messy, but I'm not the best drawer there is. So this guy, is 1 plane, and then the other one is another plane. And then this is the line that they intersect in right here. Postulate number 4, through any 3 non-collinear points, there's exactly 1 plane. So if we had A and B and C, okay, those are not linear because they do not lie on the same line. If I were to, draw an imaginary line here, these would be on 1 line, this would be another. For them to be collinear, they would all have to be on the same line there. So then we can go ahead and, draw our plane. So there are 3 non-collinear points. There's exactly 1 plane. Okay, so that is it for the postulates for this section. If we come across any more, which we will with the next lesson, I will post another video like this. So it's just things to be assumed. So like when you're doing your homework and stuff, think back to these and say, okay, this is assumed, so I could potentially have another answer here. Okay, let me know if you guys have any questions. Just keep these postulates in the back of your mind.